Hello and welcome to my new segment, Tipsy Tarot. Can y'all hear me all right? Let me know. And if you're here in the chat, please say hello or I'll spank you. All right, just getting set up here. I didn't want to be late, but here we are for tarot. I'm going to erase the board. This is a little sneak preview from the members channel of what we were talking about. We were talking about how to see value in yapping videos and how to get paid to exist, So the challenge is always trying to, do I have to write this in slay. I just realized I normally do this on my phone. So this doesn't even have the mirror problem. So let me just get it set up. And I see y'all are in the chat. Say hello, please. And if you have a question for the cards, please write your question. Hello. And when you say hello, if you have a name that you like to go by, let me know what to call you. So today is Tipsy Tarot. So I'm going to put priority. Whoa. Drunk texting the whiteboard already. Priority to super chats. All right. So readings are free. Please pop your question in the chat. And I have a collective reading to kind of get started with while we get warmed up here. So hi chat. It's Calera's in the chat. Hello, Calera. Since you're here, you can let us know. Would you like a reading on anything in particular? Otherwise, the mood that I was getting was like, at least for me, and by the way, cheers. The mood for me is like letting go of false safety nets and taking leaps of faith. That's kind of what I'm sensing in the collective, is like a lot of the collective is experiencing an in-between moment, a point where they have to make some decisions about where they're going to put their energy and capacity, because new adventures are calling, old adventures are clinging. And I'm at this place personally. The members got all the tea. So if you want to join the membership channel for all the gossip, please do that. I'm very open with my tea on there. But all right, I want you to be able to see the cards here. I think I did this one vertical last time. I'm curious if there's like a difference. So I'm just going to start putting intentions into the deck here, getting some clarity around leaps of faith. I'm feeling the collective has some fear around taking a next step. It feels like a career thing. Oh, I feel like I just almost put this card back, but I'm going to let that fall out there. There's some fear around like losing, that certainty. This wanted to talk to me. I feel like let's do a third here. Ooh! The tea with me is like, I have a big girl job and I'm also in law school and I'm also a YouTube girl. And so I'm in law school like in nights right now, which is not a problem with my job. But like when I start in the fall, I want to go full time. And I thought I would be like just juggling everything, but especially with my YouTube, which matters to me so much, I'm like, I think I got to be honest with myself about my capacity for some things, and feel like a lot of the reasons I'm holding on to this old job are because of scarcity. So Clara said in the chat, totally been feeling that for quite a while, TBH. I knew it. Also, love your vampy cup. I'm not sure what I want to ask, but I'm riding your wave. Slay, ride my wave. Yeah, I'm such a psychic. I didn't even need you to ask a question. I already know what's going on with you. Well, I'm curious to hear more about that tea, whatever you'd like to share. Is it like a career thing? Is it a life transition thing? So I have a 3-card spread here. Let's see what the tea is. I feel like let's go one by one here. 3 of Cups. I really love this card. Ooh. This card to me is 3 friends cheersing on a good night out. And what instantly came to me with my tea is like, this is what YouTube feels like. YouTube feels like me and my best friends, like, hanging out and talking about the things that matter to us. This really reminds me of a time in my life when, like, me and my friends were, like, literally so into tarot, and this was the card that we, like, referred to ourselves as, and, like, it's just reminding me of that time, which was also when I first got into manifesting and reminding me of that magic there. And so I think this card is telling us here, in terms of a leap of faith, that we're not alone. Ooh, that's the T. All right, so let's put that one down. Let's see what number 2 says. Ooh, justice reversed. What? Justice reversed. What are we even talking about here? When I see justice upright, and y'all, like, my tarot readings are very intuitive and based on what I think the cards mean, because I'm the opera in power and, like, I decide what the cards mean. So if y'all have any other interpretations that you've understood about the cards, please pop them in the chat, because I'm really just going off of, like, what I feel intuitively. This is very channeled, and that's part of the reason I wanted to do it as Tipsy Tarot today, is because I saw a TikTok confirming some information that I've already known for a while, which is alcohol can kind of lubricate the channel. The TikTok I saw said it basically, wine will, or alcohol will shut down your prefrontal cortex, in the way that makes people end up naked in Walmart dumpsters, right, overnight. But, like, if you use it for good, and if you don't black out, you can use it to kind of, like, liberate basically the virus brain, right? The virus brain is what I talk about on my channel, with, like, the part the part of you that's, like, all your limiting beliefs and all your old shit and your fears and stuff, right? Everyone's blowing up my Instagram now because I'm going live. Where were y'all before? Okay, so so please, I know y'all are tarot girlies in here, so let me know what y'all think of the cards. And I see y'all popping in the chat. Say hello. Tell us what's your sign and where are y'all logging in from, by the way. And tell me if you have a name that you like to go by. I'm doing readings. They are totally free, but if you want to skip the line, give me a little super chat. But right now is a good time to get your questions in, because we are just getting started. So we're in the middle of a reading about leaps of faith, and specifically I wanted to do a reading for myself around, like, leaving a job. Because, got a lot going on in life. So we just got justice reversed. When I see justice upright, I think about, like, getting kind of like a karmic debt paid, right? That's what justice is to me. Justice to me, as a neurodivergent person, I have a very strong sense of justice, right? I believe in fairness, right? And so I also like to look at the picture here and just see, like, she's got a sword here. Oh, look at her. She's standing, like, over this tiny little man. Ooh, I like that, because this is your higher self. This is your 4D self who has the full perspective. And the sword is a truth, clarity, right? Going into the crown chakra of this little dude here, right? Oh my God, Jade is here. Hello. One of my favorite patients ever. Please say hello and introduce yourself in the chat. And we are doing a reading about me leaving my fuck ass job. I'm glad. I hope my boss isn't here. My boss is here. Say hello in the chat. Let us know. I already know your sign. So anyway, we got justice reversed here, and that's kind of deep to look at it upside down. And what's all this on the side? This is eyes of clarity. There's 4 eyes on either side. And you know what this, there's technically there's 3 sets of eyes on this card, which really aligns with the 3 of Cups that we got earlier. And so when I see it reversed, I feel like this to me is just screaming, I'm not in a energetically balanced situation. I even saw a Jada, you left your job? Tell us more. Tell me more. What's the tea? It's really no hard feelings. Like, I've talked to my boss for a while about, like, the fact that I'm going to law school, and, like, I want to like do law school and work so hard for you. But then I was crying in the member side during the challenge that, like, my boss wanted me to work more. And I was like, oh, are you fucking kidding me? I don't know. This is not for me. And I was being really dramatic, and this is all going to be fine while I'm in school, like in the evenings, but your girl has to make some choices, And I feel like it's a sign that one of my very first one-on-one patients, Jada's here, because, like, that's what I was thinking about. I was like, if I don't have this fuck ass job, I can work with more clients. I don't have to like limit myself and what I do on YouTube, like, which is my actual passion. All right, the one that's making 50K months. Right. But yeah, and then Clara said, I kind of want to leave my fuck ass job too, y'all. Crying emoji. Tell us about your fuck ass job, please. I was gonna go on this live and like not spill too much tea out of the fear that like my boss is somehow watching this live. He's sleeping. Yeah, he's overseas. So I'll block him on YouTube or whatever. I don't give a fuck. He can fire me, honestly. I'm literally about to have a conversation with him on Monday. So I didn't need the tarot to make any decisions. I know I'm leaving this fuck ass job. But I kind of wanted to get some divine confirmation around it. But yeah, Claire, tell us what's the most fuckiest aspect of your fuck ass job. So and you know, professional, whatever. We all love our jobs and we all love the economy and capitalism. But honestly, a lot of us, the fact that I'm calling it a fuck ass job is sign enough to me that I got some thinking to do. I manifested this as my dream job. And then I felt a lot of shame. I'm like, why am I like fucking virusing about my job? This is the dream. And it, like on paper, it really is an amazing job, but like, oh my God, it's taken a lot out of me. And YouTube's going really well. And I'm going to school, so it's not like there's no situation where I'm not like financially secure, because I also like got approved for student loans as if I wasn't working. And like I have savings, I have YouTube, like I could focus on YouTube, actually fucking grow this shit, right? Like there would be no situation where my virus cannot convince me that there would be any situation where this would be like a financially dangerous thing for me to do. And it's a very privileged place for me to be in. Like y'all, you know, like other people like have different situations. Like there was a time in my life when I wouldn't be able to quit a fuck ass job. So let's see here. Clara says, I'm a barista, boo, and I'm so sick and bored of it, but it's been my job since the pandemic, so I have been scared to leave. Ooh. Yeah, that's tough, especially when it's like everything that you've known for a while. Like that's me basically. Like I have been in sales for not quite as long as the pandemic's been, like 3 years in corporate sales. And I'm like, and I used to be a social media coach girl like before that, but like in a different way. And so I have all this like virus shit coming up, but it's like, oh, it's all false memories. I need to, you know, this is what the tarot is for. Right. And the last card we got here, 5 of Pentacles. Oh, I remember this one. This one's like the fucking, oh, this one clocked my tea so hard, actually. Oh, I know this one. Like, you see those hands? The hands are like, please, please, more pentacles. Please, I'm so poor. I'm so scarcity. Please. Did this just clock your tea? This is my ass. This is my ass. It's so funny that like, okay, so this was the spread we got. Let me see here. This was our spread. I don't fucking know how to do this. But like on either side of Justice reversed is like 3 of Cups and then 5 of Pentacles, which is also reminds me one of my patients has like interesting synchronicity with 3 and 5. So I wonder if she'll watch the replay and see this. But like it's like basically telling me like, do I want to be a scarcity ass bitch? Or do I want to be with my friends? Jade, I don't think you were here earlier when we pulled 3 of Cups, but 3 of Cups is the card of besties. It's the card of celebration. And I literally have been telling y'all, like, y'all are my best friends. Like, I love you. You're my people. You know? Like, why am I putting myself in stupid ass, fuck ass situations? Let's see. Claire said the Brokey card. No. I think you learn tarot as you do it more. And like, yeah, it's funny how much I do remember. And you can see from the pictures, this is a pretty well illustrated deck, like officially the Brokey card. Oh no. Jada says, I manifested such a happier workplace. I made the choice and found a job the same day. Ooh, tea. Hired on the spot and money is starting to flow. Give me a few weeks and I will grab a session to spill beans. Tea, please. Claire said, love that for you, Jada. It's so awesome. Okay, yeah, that's incredible. And like, I want to hear all about it. Like, oh my God, that's incredible. And like, I'm just mind blown. Let me celebrate that for a second. Cheers to that. Cheers to all of us in our new journeys. I think like the fact that, the right people come in the chat and show us these success stories is just so tea. Jada, would you like a reading on anything? What's on your mind? How's Bay? What's the tea? Ooh, something just sprang out. I'm just shuffling. Whoever wants this shuffle gets it. And honestly, oop. Oh, someone's screaming. Oh, it totally got spoiled for me as I looked on the floor. But I'm put these down here. I feel like I want to pull. Yeah, I got like a pair of twin cards. Like when they come out of the deck at the same time, I feel like that kind of means something. So, yeah, tell us what's up, Jada. If you have any particular. Oh shit! I just threw half the deck on the ground. Tipsy Tarot gets the deck flying around. Oh my God. So let me do a reading specifically for Clara around her situation. Actually, yeah, even though she didn't ask for it. Mm-hmm. But you told us. Tell us the tea about the barista job cards, and really about anyone else that has like a fuck ass job, right? I think I started the reading kind of vague because I was trying to not be like revealing too much tea, but then I started drinking more, and my prefrontal cortex was just like fuck it. And that was the whole point of Tipsy Tarot. Okay, nothing else was coming out of the deck, so I think this is all that really wanted to talk to us, and we'll look at the bottom later. So our first card we have here, Queen of Swords. This was a feature in our last tarot card too. Ooh, she's the Queen of Clarity. Remember we saw Justice earlier with the sword? This is exactly who I was thinking of. Claire said, OMG, I hope you mean OMG, I'm getting a reading, and not OMG, this fuck-ass bitch reading me. Isn't that like one of the tarot things you're not supposed to do? Well, I'm drunk. Just blame it on the alcohol. Blame it on the Okay, so I should probably get a DJ for these, right? He wants to be my live DJ. Right? That's our clarity here. Oh, Jada. Girl, Bay's good. I saw him a few nights ago. He's slowly getting off the struggle bus. Life has been knocking him out. I'm so proud of him, though. You're such a good wife. Like, this is exactly like why your marriage is so beautiful. Is like you're going through some times together where he's like really just building for you, right? And you've called him into such a huge new level from like where he was in the 3D before that he has work to do, right? So let me know if you want any mind reading tea from the cards. We did that last time and it was really fun. I did some SP mind reading. And if you have any questions about him and maybe how we can get him off the struggle bus, maybe what his tea is there. And I see new people popping in the chat. Please say hello. Tell me what to call you and tell me if you want a reading. Oh my gosh. So I'm in the middle of one for anyone with a fuck ass job, including Clara with her barista job and me with mine. So let's see here. These are the two cards that flew out together. And so this one fell out upright. I remember because they like looked me in the face like so crazy. Of course, we got death. Look how creepy she is. And remember the eye imagery we also saw in Justice, right? And so here's death, and death is actually holding a little tiny baby here. And obviously we know from the tarot that death doesn't just mean you're dead, bitch. Sorry. It means like a new cycle. Death, rebirth, right? So I actually like seeing the death card here for us because I think it's telling us that there is a cycle of rebirth happening. But I think at the same time, it's like, it's kind of nice that the death is holding the little baby, right? I think this means that we can be in a transitional period and not rush this and not feel like there's any like urgency to make irrational decisions or like, spontaneous decisions like before we feel ready. Because I think there's nothing worse than like doing something because you think you're supposed to do it to like be in alignment, which is like the whole reasoning of that is out of alignment, right? Like you do it. I was saying in the membership, I'm like, Jesus will fire me. So consider that. Try to manifest getting fired. I got a calendar event on my calendar on Friday, so I'm getting close. Like on Friday, I got yelled at for not working enough. And then Ace of Pentacles happened here, right? So this is literally, like, it's crazy that these came out together. The synchronicity is insane because Ace of Pentacles, Ace is the start of a new income stream. That's what this is giving to me. Like, Ace is always give initiation. This literally gave us death here. Did I even tell you what this card was? Oh, I think I completely ignored it. This one is Seven of Pentacles. We got to I don't know. I don't remember this one off the top of my head. I also have like a little app that tells me all the meanings. I'm curious. Maybe we should read the little app thing. I was kind of trying to go full intuitive on this one. But last time I was lucky enough that pretty much all the cards I knew what they meant. But I've been out of shape with tarot too. So I'm going to be a newbie and pull up my little app here and just see if any of this resonates. But Pentacles, obviously, we're on the theme of money. It's insane that we're getting Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles. It's almost like the cards know exactly what we're asking about, right? So, okay, now this app's going to fucking make me do all sorts of shit. But I got Seven of Pentacles reversed, which is so interesting. I feel like that is really tea. So, yeah, this clock by T. I'm glad I looked. Work without results, distractions, lack of rewards. That's how I fucking feel at my fucking job. So, and let's see what it symbolizes upright as well. Hard work, perseverance, and diligence. Yeah, that's what the shovel was giving, right? Upright, the shovel is us reaping the rewards of the work that we've done, right? And so reversed, I think this is just giving, when you're in your full clarity, your Queen of Swords mode, you know that this is not a reap the benefit situation. This has really been me in places that I know I don't belong. Is I am amazing. I'm smart. I'm cutie baby. Why wouldn't I be good at something? And so it's when I don't reap rewards from something, I know that I just probably am digging in the wrong garden or whatever, right? So, oh, wasn't that the tea? Let me catch up on the chat here. Let's see here. Hi there, Dr. Eve. I know some, what's Bagida? What's your name? I'm trying to read your Cyrillic, but I'm too drunk for this. Hi there, Dr. Eve. Oh, I made it to your life finally. Wow. And what is this reading about? SP? I'm actually doing a reading about quitting a fuck-ass job. But if you have any SP questions, feel free to pop them in the chat. I'm just going to do them as I see them in order of the chat. And if you want priority, feel free to send me a super chat. So let's see here. We said, oh, this is a little keyboard mash here of a username. I'm going to call you GH, but if you have anything else you'd like to be called, can you see what he's thinking about me? Yes, I can. What's a sign? And what's your sign? I'm curious. And if you have any background tea that you would like to share with me, let me know. And then let's see. Clara said, clocked so fiercely, Eve. Thank you. You're welcome. My pleasure. GH is fine. He's a Capricorn. I'm a Virgo. Oh, cute. We read for a Virgo last time, Virgo SP. All right, what's the tea? You guys in no contact? Are you seen him around lately? What's the tea? Why are you asking, What makes you want to know what's on his mind? That's going to help me put the intentions into the cards here, right? I have a feeling that maybe you haven't talked in a bit. So you're wondering. I'm curious what comes to mind for you when you think about what he's thinking. Because typically people are thinking what you're thinking. So, all right, cards are already coming out. GH said, we're kind of in no contact. He's not local. I feel like he has feelings he hasn't said yet. Tea. I like that. All right, yeah. I'm kind of in a little will they, won't they situation, aren't you? And he's a little long distance. This is giving me and my boss when he was my practice husband. So after the divorce, just wasn't the same at work. A little LOL. I feel like he's my husband. TBH. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, if you feel like that. That means something. Something just spat out too. I'm gonna let the cards spit out here, and I'm also really gonna like tune into his Capricorn energy here. What is he up to right now? I feel like he's playing video games or something. I just see him on the game right now. I don't know if he's a gamer, but that's where I see him for some reason. I see him on the game with like rainbow lights around him. He's working really hard on the game, Capricorn King. All right, let's see here. I feel like we have another card in here for us, but the deck might be done. Oh, nope. Capricorn had a little more to say. Oh, Capricorn gave us twin cards again. Oh my God, Michi's here. Am I saying your name right? Were you chatting me on Instagram? Is it Michi or Michi? Because I was thinking about, have you all remember that ancient Vine? It was like, or maybe it was a TikTok, because it was a YouTube video. Fuck, I'm drunk, sorry. It was like, Zendaya is Michi, and LeBron James is Gwangi. Danny Davino is Dorgal. Oh, I am saying it right, Michi. Okay, do you know Zendaya is Michi? Do you know what I'm talking about? Or am I like pulling a super niche meme here? Because that's been stuck in my head all day since we were chatting in the membership last night in the live. Thank you for coming, by the way. And I'm excited to keep chatting with you because we had some crazy synchronicities. So right now we're doing a reading for GH's Capricorn SP. Oh, Michi said, oh, you can sing. Also, I didn't know it. Oh, I like to sing a little bit, especially since my sexy laryngitis wore off. All right, 5 of Cups is first. Ooh, oh. This is like, we're getting a lot of 5s today. 5 of Cups is given crying over spilled milk energy. This one's like, so you got 2 perfectly good cups here, but then you got 3 that kind of knocked over, right? Is this a thing that people do? I don't know how to zoom in the cards, but isn't this funny that we just had 3 of Cups earlier in a reading as well? So what this card is giving me is there's a little bit of sadness in his life right now. This Capricorn is feeling like he might be kind of mixing up his priorities, and it's making him feel some type of way. So that might be some of the elements of the no contact there. Michi said, I love that you also do tarot. I used to be a tarot reader professionally years ago. Ooh, that's so cool. Tell us more. Yeah, I've always just done tarot for fun, and I have been a professional tarot reader as of last week when I did it, and people sent me super chats, and it was awesome. I was like, wow, this is great. So, all right, 3 of Wands reversed is our next here. Ooh, isn't that the team? So let's look at the upright picture here. I always love the imagery. So I want to look at it first so I can see with my eyeballs. I feel like my vision has been blurring a little bit because I'm like, my body's, this is going to sound insane, but like my body's density is decreasing to the point that I can channel and hold more energetic bodies and information. Send me to the psych ward, but that's just what's going on. So I feel like my vision's been a little blurry because of that, actually. It's really interesting what I'm going through. So 3 of Wands upright. Look at this. So it's literally like the cousin of 3 of Cups here, right? We're getting 3s and 5s non-stop. That's crazy. So 3 of Wands. I'm gonna like really get the themes here, y'all. I'm a cheating ass tarot hoe. I look at the app, you know. I'm like, because I need to get back into practice, but I didn't want to do a whole fucking study session about this. But I'm just like, let's do it, right? Let's learn along the way. And y'all, so along the way, if you're tarot readers, and Michi, you're gonna help me here. Like, tell me what you interpret the cards as too, because I'm very curious. 3 of Wands says looking ahead, expansion, rapid growth. Okay, yeah, I mean, obviously that's what I thought. So even though there's a little melancholy in the Capricorn spirit, there is rapid growth going to happen. But remember, we pulled this reverse. So I think these twin cards are going to tell us what is going to be the catalyst, what's going to be the activator of reversing this into upright and getting you that fast movement. Because I have a feeling you want to see your hubby, right? So these twin cards that came out here, they actually came out both reversed. And guess what? Another fucking 5. Ooh. Five of Swords. Five of Swords. Let's look at the picture here. We have, and like the imagery of the swords relating back to the first justice pull is like crazy. So like again, we have a sword going through the top of the skull, right? And then an X formation as well, right? And so what this is giving here, as I double check the authorities, I want to see like the themes. Lingering resentment, desire. I'm glad I got the app. Lingering resentment, desire to reconcile, desire to forgive. I'm not making this up. So, yeah, let's see what the upright meaning is too. So, upright Five of Swords is giving unbridled ambition, win at all costs, and sneakiness. Yeah, I think you have some shadows, like, you know, maybe there's some things that he has guilt about, but now he's at a point where he's like, you know what? I'm done fucking around. I need to be done fucking around at the very least, you know? Like, I need to do something because right now this energy is stifled. I can't move forward because of this, right? And so, guess what the last card was? Hermit reversed. And instantly, oh, I got such a clear ping that this one's for you, right? Like for GH here. Basically, what this one is saying is like, you need to get out of your shell because a lot of your brain is going to Mr. Capricorn, right? Where it's like you're staying at home, whether symbolically or even physically, and you're not focusing on things in your life that you can manifest in the meantime. And so I think lingering resentment, the Five of Swords reverse energy, often comes from especially Capricorns when they work so hard, right? And so when they have partners that they feel like aren't also like doing, you know, things for themselves, at least like, you know, really pouring into themselves, being full of themselves, then it can create a sense of resentment, right? And so that's what this card is inviting you to do here is basically, can you find anything else to focus on besides SP and give him a little break, right? Maybe he's not launching forward because even energetically, he's carrying this energy. And honestly, this might be coming from you too. You guys both kind of have this. This is blocking the forward motion that you're looking for. So that's the T right there. So that's your kind of tarot coaching question from the cards is if you could have perfect manifestation powers to manifest anything except the SP, to really improve your life, like make a quantum leap in your experience as a 3D character, what would it be? Right? Focus there and you'll notice that like, because yeah, what this gives you here is a dichotomy. You can either focus here on what you have or here on what you don't have. Right now, you're doing a lot of focusing on, not having Capricorn SP, right? All you have to do is switch out, just look here, right? And all that resentment will flip upside down. Oh, that was T. That was a good reading. Ooh, I love that for you. Call him up tomorrow. No, just kidding. Don't call him up yet. I wouldn't prescribe you calling him up. I would say really pour into yourself here, into these two cups that you do have. And what Abraham Hicks teaches is if you have 2 things going right in your life and 3 things going wrong, you can focus exclusively on these 2 things and all these 3 things will resolve themselves. But the opposite is also true. If you have 3 things going wrong in your life and 2 things going right, and you focus on the 3 wrong things almost exclusively, these right things will also start to go wrong to match this, okay? So that's the T of this card. And I love how it links to Abraham as well. Abraham printed that card personally. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Fucking kidding me? Queen of Swords. Again. I can't make this up. Queen of Clarity. We're razor sharp today. Razor sharp. Let's see here. In the chat we have Michi said that's amazing. Haha, I kind of switched when I went to Law of Assumption, but I might go back into it someday. Yeah, do some live tarot readings. It's really fun. My Russian queen said, how did you read my name if it's in Russian? Because I'm Ukrainian and I know Cyrillic language, the letters. Yeah. And then Nick's Bagheera, it's from the Jungle Book character. Oh, so I did say Bagheera, yeah. And I wish I could find out when I will get together with my SP what he thinks about coming over to me. We'll do you next. Yeah, because we'll just go in order. Let's see here. I don't think did I miss anyone in line? If I did, then I'm sorry. I don't think I did. So let's see here. Who else? Jada said, wait, no, hold on. I'm skipping. GH said, that makes complete sense. Yep. Thank you. Michi said that deck is pretty. Yes, it is. I love it. It's my first ever deck, and I've like never gotten another one. So I kind of want to go to the witch store soon and pick up another deck. And I want some Oracle cards. I want Oracle cards that like really clock T, you know, the T clocking deck. If that doesn't exist, I'm gonna make it happen. And then yeah, GH said OMG, love it. And then Jada said, no psych word for you, LMAO. That thank you. Jada will be there when the psych word people come to take me away, and she'll be like, no, she's sane, I promise. Right? She's just a little wacky and autistic. That made sense to me. I'm cheesing at the screen. Aw, I'm cheesing at you. And Michi said, I see 3 of Wands as forward movement too, like you're jumping to the next steps continuously. Yeah, exactly. Like the 5 of Cups energy is just kind of like, I think, blocking that transition. GH said, thank you. You're welcome, my queen. Clara said, I don't have an SP per se, but I have a crush on my boss. Don't we all? He's really sweet, but he's engaged. Don't they all have a third party? I've still been crushing and copy pasting aspects of him, and I feel sort of guilty about that. What do you think? Okay, I gotta keep drinking. I'll tell you. Yeah, I don't. Let's see here. Bagheera, if you have any specific questions, let me see. Yeah, I guess you did ask a question. I wish I could find out when I will get together with my SP and what he thinks about coming over to me. And then we can kind of like, I think we can talk about the boss thing too at the same time, because I'm sure the energies are kind of parallel. But yeah, let's tune into Bagheera's SP. What's your SP's sign, Bagheera? Let's how I feel like. So I feel like we should start there. And what's your sign, Bagheera? And then as ooh, Bagheera's SP's got stuff to say. And then I see y'all chatting about the engagement in the chat, which is so great. Another card just flew out. I want to catch up on the chat a little bit. Let's see here. Michi said, if I can share some tea, remember that thoughts transmit too. Allow yourself to think that he thinks in the best case scenario. Assume that he sees the entire situation as positive. Exactly, right? Like the cards are clocking your tea into how you're seeing it right now. And so you get to rewrite the story. And I think it's fun to rewrite the story like in a logical way if you really want to. That's the point of a sandcastle, or the visualization, right? The tarot just gave you a read on where you might be at right now in 3D. So now you get to make a new choice. You get to choose, what do I decide he believes instead? And if you go back to my last tarot live, I've taught someone that I was doing their SP reading, just like tune into their body and have them write in their journal what you decide they think now, right? So if you're doing it from the 5 of Cups energy, stalling it, you're going to write something like, wow, I'm seeing GH like freaking do amazing things, and like just the energy cloud has like lifted, and like I'm just so magnetized to her. I can't even fucking explain it. I need to just like, I need to get over there, right? So you get to decide, right? Now let's see here. Hello everyone saying hi in the chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you're here, please say hi. And where you're tuning in from. If you're curious, I'm in Chicago. Michi said, him being engaged is just one timeline. There's one timeline where he isn't. And if you want someone like him, the copy paste is perfect, TBH. And then Clara said, T, so true. Thank you, Michi. Yeah. And then Bagheera said, Taurus, SP, I'm Pisces. Oh, T. Are you okay? Taurus and Pisces? Ooh. Let's keep shuffling. Let's see what Taurus is up to. Is he mean to you? Is he being mean to you? I'm very protective over my Pisces queens. She's laughing. Are you okay? Are y'all feeling this? Like, sometimes I see the combos of astrology in the chat and I'm like, your soul chose quite the adventure. Oh, goodness. I need to drink more so that my shuffling gets messier. Cheers. All right. Have you been crying, Vikira? Is there a third party in that situation? Oh, Life of Enchantment dropped some chat there too. I'll have to catch up in the chat on everyone's questions. Right now we're reading for Bagheera's Taurus SP, and she's a Pisces, and we're going to see what kind of abuse she's been enduring. Oh, Jesus. You know, I don't know. Maybe he's a kind of man of a few words. Let's do these two cards first. Fuck this that we don't match. I was married to a Cancer, but he was the abuser. No, yeah, I'm just joking around. Like, it's not that you don't match. It's just like every pair of signs like has an interesting dynamic, right? And sometimes I see signs that like I'm like, ooh, I wouldn't expect those together. But like I wonder like what the beautiful aspects of that relationship is, you know? Like, I haven't seen every single combo. Yeah, for sure. And then all of your moon and rising and everything matters. And the thing that matters most is what you decide, right? So what I'm channeling for your sign combo here, this is why it's like coming to mind for me so much. And, you know, I'm turned, so my prefrontal cortex is off, where it's an interesting dynamic. That's all I'm going to say about it. Let's read the cards. Ooh, the Hanged Man we got first. Upright. I'm going to see the second card. I want to see them both. And then we got Knight of Swords reversed. Swords nonstop today. That's why I said, are you okay? Everyone's getting stabbed. Right? Call the ambulance. Where's the sirens when you need them? That usually play right outside my apartment. I'm like very curious about I want to, because Knight of, you know, obviously the Swords is giving us clarity. And Hanged Man upright, I love seeing him. I'm curious to see what his little keywords are. And y'all tell me in the chat, what's it giving? What's Hanged Man upright giving for you? And for me, obviously, like he's hanged. I was curious if there was deeper than what I was thinking, but not really. It's just sacrifice, release, and martyrdom. Ooh, sexy. I think Pisces has opportunity to self-sacrifice a lot because of the nature of the water, right? The emotions. Whereas a Capricorn self-sacrifices in the realm of the earth, I would say, in the pentacle realm, especially. That's what Capricorns are giving me. And so, let's see, Knight of Swords here. Normally, when we see Knight of Swords upright, it's giving action, impulsiveness, and defending beliefs. Ooh, he's kind of toxic. But reversed, I have a feeling he's going to surrender some of that. He's going to be maybe soften. Ooh, yeah. No direction, disregard for consequence, and unpredictability. Knight of Swords can't catch a break. He's toxic, upright, and upside down. So basically, since I'm seeing him reversed, and I want to really look at the picture here. Oh, look at this guy. He's literally stabbing himself in the eyeball. Like, let me put him upright. He's literally stabbing himself in the eyeball. And what does the eyeball represent? Sight, right? Also, I love his hair is like wind blown. It's like blowing in the wind, right? And so, and he's crying. He's crying. There's beautiful tears like wisping out of his eyes. But like, don't put the sword in your eyes. Duh, right? So I feel like this is the energy. That's the shadow here, right? Oh, I got a gift. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts, everyone. And if you have a question, please send it in a super chat so I can see it. And I want to pull some more cards here. This one. What's the tea here? We need more information. I might have to finish this wine, at least the first glass here, right? Marriage, Cancer was an abuser. I can see that. Total manipulators, for sure. Some of them, you know, not the good ones. And then Pisces, yeah, Pisces and Taurus can work well. I think I already said that. Yeah, thank you so much for the little gifts. Okay, so I need more info here. And yeah, what are you thinking so far? Ambikira. Oop. Let's see here. The Taurus is being stubborn. He doesn't want to talk. I was with a Taurus once. And I'm a Gemini with a Taurus cusp. Ooh! We were button heads nonstop. And so I can see as a Pisces, you know, I really reacted so strongly to that from my own experience with Taurus. Taurus is like, I just can't be with Tauruses personally. Like, that's not my husband. They're too strict. I'm really stubborn. I'm the boss. Like everything I say is right. So I need someone that's a little devoted henchman vibes. Right. Big Gear says, I would give my life for my SP, but we are in no contact. That's you, the Hanged Man. And I feel like that's kind of maybe the shadow here is maybe he doesn't need you to give your life, right? It's like sometimes we overgive, especially we Pisces, right? Oh, that's the tea I was clocking earlier, is like sometimes when we're in no contact, we still manage to energetically contact them. Like I'm literally texting the deck and like it won't text back, but it just did. Ooh, Page of Wands. This page is always giving childlike energy. It's giving youth. It's giving refresh. I want to see what she symbolizes here. Exploration, excitement, freedom. That's what I said, right? So this is your cure. This is what came out. I was begging Taurus for a message. And he finally said he misses this version of you, right? I don't know how long y'all have been in no contact and how long y'all have known each other. But this is the version that he fell in love with and that he's still in love with, right? Whereas I think and it's really interesting, actually, the symbolism here. It's like almost a little 69ing situation, right? Like we've got upright with our wand, an instrument of magic, whereas your shadow is upside down, reversed, and got a sword in his eyeball, right? And then, Figure says he's 12 years younger than me. That's why you have the little mommy self-sacrificing energy, right? Like, so especially as a Pisces. And I also love a little youngster, right? Like, especially the hardworking ones, the ones that like kind of like he's bringing you into this energy here. Like he's you love him because he brings you into your youth, right? That's why all the oldsters love me, because I'm so cutie baby and I remind them of their youth, the good times. It's funny when I hang out with the oldsters, like they're the childlike energy, the Page of Wands energy that comes out is just so sweet. Like I honestly prefer the oldsters at this point over the ones my age. They're just so sweet. And I'm 30, so I don't know if I'm ready for younger men yet. I think I have to get a little older before I get into younger men, but please, if I'm wrong, let me know. Because my filter has been set oldsters. When I'm, if I still am looking for a husband at 40, if my unfolding is taking that long, which I'm fine with that, maybe I'll get a youngster, right? But, maybe he's not legal yet. That's why I haven't met my husband. Oh, God. I can't be with an 18-year-old. Jesus Christ, I rebuke that. So much in the air, right? Okay. I know we're getting we got a super chat here. Okay, wonderful. Thank you, everyone who sent me stickers and things. So I'm going to wrap up this question here, and then I'm going to do the super chat one. And then anyone else that sent me questions, you can feel free to super chat your way back up here. Let's see here. And then so he doesn't know me in real life. I've got a celeb SP. He does know you in real life. You just don't remember. Bagheera. He knows you. He's been stalking you. Yeah. You're putting the sword in your own eyeball. How do you know he doesn't know you? He's been obsessed. Why do you think you're thinking about him? I don't have a celeb SP. I don't think about celebrities that way because I'm not married to one. But you are. Stay woke, okay? And I feel like that's the tea for you. I feel like you're mommying him from afar. He's feeling that, but like he loves you for the part of you that he brings out when you're in full alignment. So be with him in 4D. Be with him in 4D, please. Like, spend time together and do some things that really bring out your inner child, right? Like go like frolic in a fucking meadow of flowers or something. Go do shrooms in the forest. Go do some painting and paint all over each other's sexy bodies in 4D. And you'll be surprised at what moves. Yeah. Love it. You're so funny. He doesn't know me in real life. He's in the waiting room at the Dr. Eve practice. He knows you. Why would he be there? So let's see here. Michi likes younger men too. 1985 Chikorita said, can you see if I'll be getting my apartment soon and if my SP is going to go back to spending time with me when I do? Yes. What are y'all's signs? And can I call you Chikorita? I like saying it, so I hope so. Let's see here. And thank you so much for your super chat. Let me send you a little heart and a like. And let me reply. Oh, wait, I can't reply anymore. Sorry. I'm still learning YouTube. Michi said, ha Eve. And girl, you're the celeb. He looks at you the way you think you look at him. Yeah, what she said. Yeah, Bagheera is the celeb. I think you've got it all backwards. That amnesia really must have fucked you up, right? So let's see if Chikorita is getting her apartment soon. What's the status of her apartment? And let's hear about this SP. Chikorita, feel free to fill in any details like signs or any tea, right? Because it sounds like, well, the tea right now is that he is, in your perception, not spending time with you. And something is hinging on your apartment. Is it a moving thing? Is it another like location problem? Tell me more. I'm so curious. What's this little notification here? Oh, and I can like do a poll. You know what? I might do a poll at some point, but I won't do it now. Okay, I had a card come out. I just peeked for a second and I like it. And, oh, okay, one more. And I want to pull a third. I really like 3. Bagheera said, wow, I love that. Thank you, Dr. Eve. If I'm the celeb, then my SB has a crush on me. Yeah, live in that world, please. Like, get back into reality. We're going to send you to the psych ward if you don't start acting like, you know, in alignment with the real world. Actually, that'd be so interesting. You know, whatever you think he does as a celebrity, like, I don't know if he's a singer or an actor or like, that's you now. All the movies he's the star in, you're the star. Flip it around and then put him in your life that you're perceiving. Oh, I like that. That's a tea. All right, we got 3 cards for Chikorita's apartment and her SP. So not sure exactly which ones are for what situation, but you know what? Yeah, let's see. Let's just see what they're saying. First, we got 8 of Wands reversed. Ooh, 8 of Wands. I know that one means like fucking go, 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 right? So isn't that kind of what 3 of Wands was about too? I don't remember. Michi, let us know. What's the nuance between 3 of Wands and 8 of Wands energy? And you know what I love? Okay, so there's 5 people in the live, 3 likes. 5s and 3s have been showing up nonstop so far. And we literally have 8 of Wands here. 5 plus 3 is 8. Whoa. That's crazy. So, like, but this got reversed. So I would like to see what's the tea on there. Panic, waiting, and slowing down. Ooh, 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 ooh. Michi said 3 of Wands is about forward movement, but 8 of Wands is about rapid movement. Ooh, okay, okay. I love that. So basically, I'm getting the sense that there is a stall. There's something keeping you, but like if there's a stall removed, action will fly quickly, right? So I think that this is happening soon, but I think there might be something in the energy in these next 2 cards that we might want to explore. Might be something happening here, right? Let's see here. Bagheera said, thanks a lot. I promise to be a good girl. Good. You so good. Chikorita says, technically that's my name, lol, but he's an Aries and I'm a Taurus. Ooh, okay, T. Chikorita, yes, I'm glad that's your name. Good. So I read people's names and like I literally sometimes read the craziest shit and it's like the most obvious name. So I just always like to double check people's names, especially if I'm having a little wine. Don't want to be calling people some crazy things. Let's see. Waiting on approval, Chikorita said. And then, okay, perfect. So let's see what the next cards are here. Michi said, I interpret it as something that could go much faster, but you're not allowing it to go fast by probably overthinking. Right? That's what I said. I'm so smart. So, yeah, I think these 2 cards are going to tell us exactly what the fuck's going on. So we got the Sun. Ooh. Ooh. And then we got 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords and 8 of Wands on either side of the Sun. That's the T. 8, like is it a coincidence? Or am I crazy? But like we've had 5s and 3s nonstop. Now we have 2 8s on either side of the Sun. And so we had 8 of Wands reverse. Something is stalling, and it's exactly 8 of Swords energy, which this card I'm very familiar with. I will tell you, this is a butterfly in here acting like it's trapped in a bunch of swords. But it is not trapped, because if it flies out of this card, it's no problem, right? So the overthinking that's keeping you stalled in reverse 8 of Wands energy is exactly this. This is you're keeping yourself within boundaries that don't technically exist because you're thinking 2-dimensionally when you could be thinking 3-dimensionally, or in the case of your life, you're thinking 3-dimensionally when you could be thinking 4-dimensionally, right? And that's where you want to look at the Sun. Staring at the Sun directly is not recommended in the literal sense, but what I think about when I see the Sun is I think of Jesus. He is the Son of God. Am I right? Right? And then I'm curious, what else we see here with the Sun, if there's any keywords that I've missed. Joy, success, celebration, and positivity. Jesus, right? So let's see here. Michi said, 8 of Swords is all about being in a trap of your own making. Eyes emoji. Exactly, Eve. You're a natural. Thank you. The Sun is your solution. Fly towards the light. Fly towards the light. Right? Chikorita, fly towards the light. That's what you need to do. Because, like, that's the only thing that's stalling you. This is all giving apartment to me. And it might be related to SP, but I'm feeling the cards are telling me there's more to say about the SP. So I'm going to pull some more here. I'm just going to pull Keep Intuitive here. He's an Aries and I have a Taurus. And you know what Aries love to do, by the way? They love to do this. They love to do rapid action. Yeah. My boss man's an Aries moon. He's impulsive. And I don't know if I can deal with that. My sexy naked leg and wearing shorts. So here is what we need to. So I oh my God, the 8. And you know what's funny too? Technically, this is 808, like an 808 drum. Does that mean anything for you? His heart's racing for you, like a 808 drum. Ooh, like that. I feel like the connections I make when I'm a little tipsy on the wine are even more creative than usual. So this is a good idea. I got the idea for Tipsy Tarot during a nap. It just flew into my brain. I was just like laying down and it was like Tipsy Tarot. I was like, yes. I had no other words were said. Okay, here's another card that flew out. Let's hear from SP. What is this Aries up to? Michi said, I love how you interpret this. Thank you. I love how you praise me. Praise me in the chat. I love external validation and praise. I have a praise kink. So if you want to support me for free, you know what to do. I just saw something fly out that just blew my mind. Here's what just flew out. We're back to the 3 of Wands. Will we ever see a number besides 3, 5, and 8? Maybe. I think we saw Ace once, right? 3 of Wands reversed. Didn't we get this exact card before? Or did we get it upright before? I'm pretty sure we got this reversed. No, we got it upright before, I think. Or maybe I didn't look it up, but this one says obstacles, delays, and frustrations of your own making. Right? I think it relates back to here. Yeah, it was reversed, right? Claire said, smash that like. Same queen. Yeah, everyone smash that like. Why is there more people in the live than likes? That's rude. Ace of Swords. Will we like, okay, I love this card. This is, you know, we saw death earlier, and so again we have our skeleton imagery, our skull here. And this isn't unlike the stupid ass Knight of Swords that's got his sword stuck in his eyeball like a dumbass. That joke comes to mind of like, doctor, my eye hurts. What are you doing that's making your eye hurt? I'm putting a sword in it. Don't do that then. Duh, right? Doctor, I'm stuck in a bunch of swords. What do I do? So Ace of Swords is giving like, I guess to me, before I look up the meaning, my intuitive sense is like just initial breakthrough of clarity, right? Like, so let's see what the keywords are here. Breakthrough, clarity, and sharp mind were the keywords that came up in my app. So I'm just using this for confirmation at this point. Like, yeah, I'm so smart. So smart skull guy has his sword upright where he's got a freaking crown on it, right? And so I think this is your clarity here. And the crown also represents the king, which goes back to Jesus, right? So this is not a religious meaning. I'm not a Christian girl trying to convert anyone, but like Jesus to me is a symbol of the sun, is a symbol of joy and just seeing things from your Christ consciousness, your higher self perspective, right? Because I think you are deep down a manifestation girl in some sense. And you know that 8 of Wands energy can very quickly be activated, even after one day of just being like, you know what? Maybe I will not focus on the swords around me and I will look to the sun and I will fly towards the sun, right? So Chikorita said 808 is big with me. Tell us more, please. That's insane. That's insane. That's spooky as fuck. Cheers to that. I'm almost done here. I have a box sponsored by Boda Box Pinot Noir. And I was like kind of rushing late to the live. I don't know why I'm always late to shit. But like I didn't end up being too late, but I have to squish the bag for my next glass of wine. Yeah, so Chikorita, like, holy shit here. So I want to consider this in your signs too. It's like your Aries and Taurus are very interesting because they're right next to each other, right? In the zodiac calendar, so to speak. And so Taurus to me is giving stubborn, whereas Aries to me is giving impulsive, but they're both giving to me like just go energy in some sense, right? There's a force magnitude to either the staying or the movement. It's giving unstoppable force meets immovable object. Am I right? And so, but the interesting thing about that is like, I think that's how you might be thinking about it now, but that is actually the trap of the swords, where you might want to think about it more creatively in terms of like, what are things you have in common? What is the root of your love? Why do y'all love each other in the first place? Thank you to whoever just smashed that motherfucking like. We're 5 people in the live, 4 likes. Who hates me? Do you want me to die? I'm like, the sirens are coming to get your ass to the psych ward. All right, let's see here. And then, let's see, I'm just going to catch up in the chat here, make sure I'm not missing Chikorita here. Michi said, I agree. They both move, but Aries is impulsive and Taurus tends to be slow but deliberate. Yeah, I think I think Taurus is very like considerate of the earth around them. Like basically, I was kind of thinking about Taurus in terms of like their luxury, right? Like they love to really feel the earth and feel the luxury that comes with the joys of the 3D world, right? And so there might be some of that to lean into with the Taurus energy of just focusing on luxury, focusing on pleasure, right? Give yourself that bubble bath. Shady ass bitch who left the live and then like, because now it's 4 people in the live and 4 likes, but hey, at least we're aligned. That's so funny. I'm just kidding around. Who knows who the live counts are? But yeah, that was a tea reading. I think like there's just a lot going on there. With I think your apartment and your SP is really all the same things. Like clock into and like use the 808 theme too. Like whatever that means to you, just tap into like maybe that means dance, right? Maybe you're focusing on the joy is like, can you do some dancing? Can you do things that make you want to shake ass, right? Oh, and we're 5 people and 5 likes. Thank you all. We're back to the 5s energies. Chikorita says, wine twins, I got a bottle. I'm about to finish. Slay. Yeah, I think let's open up my box and squish the bag together. So janky. Let's see. Clara said, my boss is a Cap and I'm a Leo with a Cap rising. What do you think, Doc? Let's see. I kind of do want to do like I want to do a forbidden love reading with the bosses, right? And I'm just saying that cheeky. It's not forbidden. For me, it's like, same thing. It's like third party, unrealistic, distance, but tea, There's something there. I think he's being mean because I divorced him. Another moment, another fear that my boss is in the live. I'm glad I don't have any plans to return to the corporate world and I can just be crazy on the internet forever. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, let's do a forbidden love reading, please. Haha, indulge me, Clara said. Chikorita said, we're the exact same pretty much, which is scary. Oh, wait, which part are you the same at? I want to make sure that I'm understanding that. But, oh, love it. And then Bagheera said, oh, and I think that my SP knows me and loves me. He's crazy obsessed with me right now. My SP loves being my husband. Yeah, y'all are famous together. Like, it's giving Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, right? Like, but actually I've heard a lot of tea about them. I don't know too much. I'm not a Swiftie. As y'all could probably guess. But she's way too depressing for me. But like, I've heard it's all PR. What's the tea on Taylor and Travis? Maybe we should read for Taylor and Travis next time. Okay, so let's do a forbidden love reading here. Cards, tell us how these bosses are feeling about us. Ooh, and yours is a Cap. Mine is a Sag. And you are a Leo with a Cap rising. Ooh. I'm a Leo moon. I think, yeah. So there's a lot of fire happening with mine. Mine's a triple fire sign. Y'all screaming for me? I haven't let him off the hook yet, so he's still in pursuit. Okay. Let's see here. This Cap is not wanting to talk to us. Michi said, "Ooh, girl, what is your ascendant?" If you're asking me, I thought it was Leo for the longest time, but then I got a more accurate birth time. Turns out it's Libra. So I had an identity crisis around that. Yeah, Michi said, damn, triple fire, good luck. I know, that's why, like, I thought I wanted, like, an ambitious, super successful husband, whatever, but, like, I do, but I'm still the boss. I just need it my way. Because I'm always right. I'm the divine oracle. So it's like, I hate when a 3D ass man will try to tell me how the world works. This is particularly an issue with the oldsters, right? They think they know better. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, you're with the divine oracle for a fucking reason, right? Like, listen up. Okay. Oh, I got 3 cards that flew out like all at once. So the bosses, oh yeah, the bosses didn't want to waste time. They optimized the workflow by giving us all 3 cards at once. But it took forever. We'll see. Let's see. That means they were really cooking. I'm kind of scared. First card, 10 of Pentacles. Jesus, this one's choking me up. 10 of Pentacles is giving completion. Excuse me, y'all. I choked on my spit. So, like, and then Crunchy Cakes 03 said, "Hey Eve, may I be added to the list if there is one?" No list really. I'm just taking questions in order that I see them, and if you want to skip the line, send a super chat. So, right now we're reading for our forbidden love bosses, but at our fuck ass jobs that we don't like. I don't know. Let's see here. And Chikorita said, "Everything. Our lives are a mirror of the other. We love the same things." Aw, that's so nice. I love that. You guys really are in love. So 10 of Pentacles is giving rich. It's giving jackpot. And it's giving completion. So I don't really know what the boss man's trying to say. I think he's just trying to tell us to get to work. I don't know. Let's see what else he has to say. This bitch. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Okay, this one's my boss, just yelling at me. Clara, you let me know if this applies, but my boss is telling me, girl, you're literally the fucking queen of money over here, but you're acting so fucking lazy and not doing anything, and like, I'm kind of tired of you. Like, oh my God. I'm like, that's your perception, but like, also, yeah, I'm the Queen of Pentacles, but like, maybe not for you. Yeah. I'm trying. But when I have 7 of Pentacles reversed energy and my efforts don't turn into results, my motivation decreases. So, yeah. All right, here. Let's see here. Got some laughs in the chat. Crunchy Cakes retracting all the messages that I didn't see yet. Oops. And then let's see here. No worries. Michi said, "I'm a Scorpio sun, Virgo moon, and Pisces rising." Ooh, Scorpio sun, very spicy. Love that. Bagheera said, "That's what I started feeling lately, that my specific puppet, that's T, is going nowhere too far in his career without me right now." Yeah, he's probably got some stalled 8 of Wands energy as well, right? Like, he can't blow up without you. Y'all have the ideal PR relationship where you're actually in love, right? Like, you're the ideal celebrity couple, right? Unlike Taylor and Travis, apparently. So I don't know why it's because I'm a Gemini and I love the drama, but some people I just keep up with them because I'm interested in their tea. Bagheera said, "Never thought of this before, that I only make him a celebrity, and if I don't like what he is doing, nobody does. His work's just not getting popular anymore as it used to before." Well, you don't have to ruin his career or anything. But I mean, think about, like, unless he's the most famous man in the world, there's probably people on the earth that don't know who he is, right? So just know that, like, even big time celebrities, they're people just like us, you know? At the end of the day, he goes to the bathroom, he shits in the toilet just like the rest of us. He takes a shower, he cleans out his asshole, he cleans out his belly button, he farts, he poops, he does all this shit that we do, right? Like, he picks his nose, right? And he eats it. Gross. So, all right, let's see. Bagheera said, "Because I don't like it." Oh, if you don't like it, yeah, fuck it. He's gotta do a pivot. Exactly. That's why he's met you, because he's lost in his career. He's doing shit that's not enjoyable because he doesn't have you as his divine oracle and his muse. Duh. And I feel like he needs to come to me and listen to my opinion about his works to restore his popularity. Gosh almighty. He desperately needs to come over right now. Yeah, that's what he's thinking. Right now, he's like in front of his piece of paper with a writer's block, and he's like, oh my God, like, I can't think straight without Bagheera in my life. Right? Michi said I'm a Scorpio stellium too. Oh, I don't know what stellium is. I think I've heard that a little bit before, but is that something where it crosses, or I don't know the tea. Clara says I cut my hours and he Clara says I cut my hours and he got after me and scheduled me more, so that tracks. It was in a sweet way though, like a dad, LOL, like girl work, you need money. Oh, actually, oh, yeah. He's like, girl, I'm like, that's mine. He's like, you could be earning more commission. I really want you to succeed here. And like, it's my virus brain that's making it so negative. Like, I literally got an entire Slack from him about how much he wants me to stay here forever, blah, blah, blah. And sorry that I was negative. The man is a triple fire sign and how he communicates feedback, that's for sure. So, like, yeah, Queen of Pentacles reversed. I think that's him talking to us like a daddy, right? He's like, you could be over here if you work just a little harder. I want you to do better. But I really do hate when the oldsters tell you to work harder. But honestly, it's like, I hate it, but then I do it. And then I like get more results. It's like, oh, whatever. Right? So let's see what the third thing is our bosses have to say. Queen of Cups. So that's really interesting. We got two queens here saying you're an emotional bitch. Stop crying on the Zoom. That's what he's saying to me. Clara, what's he saying? Yeah, with the Queen of Cups. I want to know the keywords for the Queen of Cups. I'm curious. Compassion, calm, and comfort. You know, this is what I am for him. And this is what Clara is for her Capricorn, right? Capricorn boss. And like, I think this is the version of us that can be our shadow, just like our Pisces queens, right? Like we can get all up in our feels. I've cried on the Zoom a lot. And sadly, men find emotional women very hot. And he's put me through an emotional roller coaster with his feedback. But I've also, like, he's also said sentences to me like, this is the best advice I've heard in 10 years. Like, let me write this down. Like, that's such a good idea. So I have to just remember, I'm really good. He's going to be so sad when I tell him on Monday that I have to stop working for him. Man, poor guy. He's going to be on his knees begging for me back. Let's see. Yeah, like I also like from scheduling you more, Clara, for more hours, like it's giving, I think they just miss us. Like they miss when we were more engaged with the job, when we cared more. Like when I was at the start, like I really cared a lot, right? Because I had high expectations. And then like, you know, I don't know what the fuck was going on, but my assumption of of whatever was old awareness was old awareness saying, and like I'm cleaning it up and everything, but like also I know that like with resistance that shows up, it's like it's just very obvious, you know, like if I'm in the wrong place, it shouldn't work. That's active guidance, like that's active divine guidance. So like, and who knows, anything can happen. I'm literally open to Jesus showing me the way, but I really don't have any worries about it, truly. Like I'm open to the surprises. But Mike, actually there was some tea and movement with that SP for me, that one at work, the boss man, where he was overseas and then suddenly he might have to travel back to the US pretty soon. So he's canceling some of his other plans. And oh, okay. Well, I was over there in 3D being like, oh, circumstances, right? And the 3P never mattered to me either because, like, I've never heard him say anything positive about that woman. But that's a T. Not one thing. It's very strange. But I get why. So, Bagheera says he is a big time celeb with millions of fans. No, you're a big time celeb with millions of fans. How many times do we have to get? Just kidding. Yeah, I mean, he has millions of fans because a lot of people are basic. So like, I mean, think about that, Bagheera. Like maybe you can have some sympathy for the man because like if you do have a big audience, especially as a big old movie star or big singer or whatever, like sometimes you have to be a little basic because especially in, in America, people can't read. They can't understand words. They are children that should have been left behind. Right? So give him some grace. Maybe see if there's a business strategy to his shitty art. Right? Maybe you have something to learn from him. Right? And y'all have a lot of collab opportunities too. Oh wait, I just drew these cards and then I like put them back on top of the deck. And I don't remember what I was shuffling for, nothing in particular. So let me go back and see if, let me just type for me to, someone asked a question and I have cards for it. But let me just figure out whose question it was. Let's see. And if y'all have any other questions, please pop them in the chat. We need to see what everyone's up to. Did I miss a question? Chikorita said, our parents have the same anniversary and they're also the same signs. Same complexions. And then our dads are both retired Army vets. I bet your dads are chopping it up. I bet your dads are having the funniest conversations. Oh my God, that's awesome. So, yeah, I feel like I saw someone like add a question and then they like retracted it. So if you want to know your question, let me know again because I cannot see it anymore. I kind of want to read the 3PET. Who wants to get messy? Who said it? Was it Clara that you said yours has a 3P, or who has an engaged 3P? Let me know. Hey, Ramon. Ooh. Okay, we got one card coming out. Bagheera said, if I can ask another time, then I wish to know when we'll get together. You can ask right now. I'm hanging out. I'm happy to stay on live for like another 20 minutes, maybe. Yeah, I'm happy to answer that for you. Let's get a sense of when you'll get together. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, let me start over. Good ideas. Cheers to the celeb. I'm like, I kind of want to know who it is. Would I know who this person is? Obviously not, because you're the famous one, but my virus projection. Clara said, get messy, Dr. Eve. Okay, if I'm going to get messy, then let me do yours. I'm not going to do mine. Mine's not even engaged. Mine's fucking around. Oh! Whoops. Okay. The first card came out from the fiance. Ramon said mine isn't engaged either. He's in prison, LOL. You want to read for him next? Sounds like fun. Oh, I love that. Okay, hold on. I want to read for our engaged, the 3P. Ramon said, if you got time, yeah, I got time. And then we'll do, we were going to do and then when the celeb SPs are going to get together. So, yeah. Which one was I going to do first? Y'all, I'm drinking a lot of wine. I don't feel like I've even drank that much. I'm so scanty. I'm so lightweight. Like, I've literally only had like 1.5 glasses of wine. But you'll notice from my cup that I call this the business line, and then this is the party line. This is like a business glass of wine. This is the party glass. So, let me tune into the cards. Who's trying to talk right now? There's two energies coming at me like crazy. There's the celeb SP, and then there's the messy 3P. Who should we do first? I'm going to add a poll. Actually. Isn't that the greatest reason? Yeah. And if y'all want, if either of you want yours first, super chat. Celeb SP or messy engaged 3P. Start poll. Wait, I put yes and no as the answers. Wait, let me start over. Drunk texting the poll. Okay. Jesus. Okay, celeb or engaged 3P. And then put celeb, and then we'll put engaged 3P, start poll. Yeah, so Bagheera's is the celeb. And then the engaged 3P is Clara's. Or is it Clara? All right. Ooh, okay, we're 50-50 in the poll. So, isn't that insane? Y'all, who hasn't voted? Vote, or else I'm going to be the tiebreaker. Maybe I'll pull 2 cards. Maybe I'll pull 1 card, and we'll see. Yeah, tarot cards, please give us 1 card to tell us who's trying to talk to us, because they're both trying to talk to us, and we will do them both tonight, I promise. That might be we'll do those, and then we'll do the prison one, because I really want to do that one too. And then we'll log off for tonight. But this is the best way to spend a Saturday night ever. I think, like, I'm in a hermit mode myself a little bit since I've been diagnosed with autism and trying to figure out my life. So I'm basically at a point where I'm like not spending time with people that I was forcing myself to spend time with. And I want to spend time with my best friends. Ooh, we got a stack, which is you guys on YouTube. Perfect 3-card stack. All right, let's see. Well, I guess we're going to do the reading. And this, I have a feeling, the fact that it's 50-50, y'all, last chance, vote. I'm going to read this for both of them somehow. It's going to make sense. I trust. Or we'll know right away who it is. First card, the devil. This is obviously the 3P. Ooh, that's messy. That's messy. So, yeah, this one's giving limiting beliefs. Look, there's literally the devil's holding 2 heads, right? Like, this 3P is holding you and hubby apart. Dumb bitch. But honestly, we can't blame her. She's just karma. So, the hermit came up next. Isn't it funny? I literally just said the hermit mode that I was in. So, ooh, I want to see a 3rd card. 9 of Swords. Finally, a unique number, by the way. We've had a lot of 5s, a lot of 3s. Ooh, that's the T. I know the devil has some like interesting keywords to it. I kind of want to see. And Michi, if you're still here, let us know. Oh, double B2Y. I also like interpreting it as your SP being obsessed. Oh, T. So maybe there's interesting. Yeah, so the devil keywords in my app says excess, materialism, and playfulness. Oh. Yeah, and then the first sentence says a playful creature, the devil dances in the realm of the shadow. So, like, I don't know why, like, y'all, who is this? Which SP is this? Because, okay, Hermit is giving internal reflection time. Put yourself in the hermit crab shell. Okay, engaged 3P just won the poll, so that's my sign that this is the engaged 3P. When I see the devil, the first thing comes to my mind is the way I talk about the devil and the Eric interpretation, which is like, and I guess that's really the earthly realm, right? So it's all connected to this idea of excess, luxury, materialism, right? And so, and yeah, like I think it resonates with Bagheera's SP as well, because the SP, it's your capitalist celeb SP as well. Actually, you know what? This might be both. Who knows? Like the capitalist SP celeb one is like selling his soul to the devil. Ooh, that's the T, for fame, right? I knew we'd get clarity eventually. I was really skeptical about this being for both, but it seems like it is, interestingly enough. So, T. And we'll do some more clarifying cards too as well, just because I'm not trying to scam anyone. But yeah, the votes just went back to 50-50. So I'm curious what 9 of Swords is giving. Let's see here. 9 is an almost energy, no matter what suit it is. So it says anxiety, hopelessness, and trauma. Mm. And this is interesting. It connects back to Eight of Swords. When we are never released from the entrapment and perspective depicted in the Eight of Swords, we escalate into the Nine of Swords, where we are plagued by nightmares. That's Bagheera's nightmare, forgetting that she's a celebrity. And like the whole roles are reversed, right? Like, oh, thank you, Jasper Nguyen, for a star. That's so sweet. If you have a question, feel free to send it in a super chat. And I am happy to answer that. And we are just doing two. We got two with this reading, and then we got one for an SP in prison. And then we have anyone else that would want to go. Honestly, I could go all night. I'm having so much fun. So, oh, Michi said devil is also Capricorn, BTW. I love that. But then the Michi said the positive devil is healthy obsession. It's also adult magic. Sex magic. I know that. And then Michi said, why don't you read them at the same time, one card for each? Yeah, perfect. Let's do that. Bagheera said, my SP is desperate to be popular right now. As I said, he's not that famous and popular anymore. That's exactly, yeah, right? Like, he's trying to sell out on his art instead of like consulting with the divine oracle muse, which is you. So like, obviously he's going to flip that around pretty soon, right? And so that's why he's so anxious, right? That's all the anxiety and hopelessness. That's why his soul is being sold to the devil, right? Because it's his last Hail Mary. Hail Mary is the word that came to mind, right? When all he really needs to do is go inwards, right? He needs to go inwards and get in touch with his true art. He needs to realize home is where the heart is where you are, right? Excuse me. Okay. We got to stay healthy and make sure we refresh with water in between the wine. Diet soda is mostly water, right? And so with engaged SP or the 3P, I'm like, that's what Nine of Swords is giving here is the manifestation powers between Clara and your actual husband, SP, are so powerful that it is causing a restlessness and anxiety in the 3P. And so the 3P is between basically two choices. Either making your life hell by being the devil, or retreating, going into hermit mode, being alone, ending the engagement. What's interesting is I'm getting the sense from the engaged third party and any third party in anyone's situations that they don't want to do this. Who has the time? Who has the time? They're ready to retreat, right? I'm feeling more cards from engaged girl because we really got the tea on the celeb. Is it Justin Bieber? Is it? Can I guess? Is it? No, he's younger. Wait, but I don't know how old you are. Is he a younger dude in general? Is it Timothy Chalamet? Is it Matt Healy? I'm just thinking of Taylor Swift's boyfriends too. Is it Travis Kelce? Oh. And Michi said he needs you to become famous again. He needs your energy. Just say that's true. Yeah, it is. Hell yeah. Oh, Justin Bieber needs you. You were the first believer. Am I right? I don't know who it is. Okay, we got one card from the 3P. Let's hear some more. Oh. Guess who just came out again? Eight of Swords. 3P's telling us, why are you even thinking about me? Because I'm literally 90% out of the door. Like, the engagement's already been called off. The breakup has already occurred. How would we know? There's no proof. We'll find out eventually. What the fuck are we talking about here? I didn't flip over that second card or that first card that I got, but I feel like maybe there's one more. Let's see if 3P has anything else. Oh, she's coming through so kind now. She's kind of like, she's giving a motherly energy almost, like, girl, that's not my husband. I'm like, I'll leave him alone. Just give me a second. I'm trying to make him better for you. I'm trying to make him improve for you. Like, I don't want to send him over to you before he's fully, you know, ready or he's fully cooked. So I don't mind that. Thank you, girl. Because, yeah, keep working on it. And why is mindset in such a bad mood? Is it because of you? Leave him alone. Poor guy. All right. I don't think she has anything else to say. Okay. She's telling me to shut the fuck up and stop overthinking. Like, she just... She's saying, shut the fuck up, stop thinking about me, stop overthinking. I'm literally going home. Like, I'm literally leaving the situation. I'm going to go be in the hermit mode. Why am I even pulling? Yeah. I bet if I pull more cards, I will keep shuffling. I will pull more cards. It'll be the exact same fucking shit that was before. But, hey. That's kind of comforting. How do you feel about that, Clara? If you're still here. Right? Oh, yeah, we were going to read for Prison SP. Prison SP just started talking before I even asked. Ooh, and of course, Judgment Reversed came out for her Prison SP. I'm taking this literal. He needs his judgment reversed. He needs his conviction reversed. What did he do? Do you think he did it? I'm in criminal law right now for law school. Like, what's the T? Right? Let's see here. Bagheera said, it's not Justin Bieber. Never liked him at all. I'm too old for him. Yeah, I was never a believer myself either. I would say when I was really young, Jesse McCartney, Beautiful Soul, that was my type. But not any longer. Claire said, we def crush on each other at work, but I sort of feel like it's unhealthy if I indulge the thoughts I have about him because of the 3P. Even if I've never met her and know literally nothing about her. Yeah, that's your teeth. You're the 8 of Swords butterfly girl right now. I'll tell you how I think I've always thought about mine is like, you know, or any 3P, is they are the placeholder. They're just warming them up for you, keeping them busy. A lot of people learn lessons through relationships, right? It's lessons that you can't learn through therapy on your own, or you can't learn them like just from reading a self-help book or journaling. You need to learn through experience. And so right now, those SPs are in some karmic situations where they are getting some fucking soul lessons, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's none of our business, right? It's none of our business. So back to the SP in prison. What do you do? No, we're not reading what he did. We're just reading. Oh, he said he strangled his dad. Justified? What do you think? What's the T? He strangled his dad. I don't know. Sounds like I wouldn't strangle my dad because he was nice to me, you know? So I want to know. So I think he's innocent. I don't know. I might be totally off base. It's like some crazy murder. I don't know. But he's your SP. So maybe, are you a freak like that? I don't know. Do you like being choked? Is that what this is? Yeah, I'll tell you, don't, like, Clara, forget about the 3P, like, and you don't even know her, like, come on. She's with the wrong man. She's going to be telling her girlfriends over brunch in like a year, like, oh my God, I'm so glad I let that guy go. I can't believe we were engaged. Like, it's very chic to have a failed engagement. Like, you know, like everyone goes through it. At least you didn't get married, right? Wedding's called off. Like, it's just not happening. So, like, there's no loyalty with engagement, you know? He hasn't locked it down because it's not his wife. So, I respect it more if a man already has a wife, but even those wives aren't married to the right husband sometimes, so you can't ever know for sure. Claire said, you have given me a new perspective, though, so thank you. I have a lot to grow from here. Methinks. Aw. Well, I'm glad. And if you're not in the membership, make sure you join so that we can continue the conversation. Ooh. And then Ramon said, yeah, he did it. He's messed up in the head and more so under heavy drugs. Well, that's not his fault. I forgive him, right? But let's see what he needs to enter back into the civilized world, right? Sounds like his dad was what did his dad do? You know, I'm a Gemini. I need the drama. He strangled his dad. I love how matter of fact you are in the chat. Like, I'm in love. Yep, getting his karma for real. I do, LOL. Is that to the strangling question? Would you like getting choked? Cheers to that. I like it too. I like it too. Something about it. Michi said, OMG, yes. Or same, Jesse McCartney, beautiful soul. I was crushing so hard when I was basically a kid. I know I had no business. I think for like 7 years old, it's just like the first time that your 7-year-old brain like sees a man that's like beautiful. And you're like, whoa. And also I had a bigger crush on Hillary Duff at the time. I think Jesse McCartney was low-key proof that I was bisexual at the very least, because he's a very pretty boy, right? Let's see here. Michi said same sister. Okay, let's see Ramon's prison bay here. Is he, what's he like in prison route now? Is he cleaning up his act, or do you think needs some more karma here? Or are we trying to see what he's thinking about you? What's your question for prison SP? Because the cards haven't spat anything out yet. I think they're waiting for something more focused. Michi says I'm bisexual too, so that checks out. Yeah, a scientific experiment. If you've ever had a crush on Jesse McCartney before the age of 10, you're gay. At least a little bit. Ramon says he's facing many years. He has prior arrests. My question is, will he be okay mentally, physically? Aw, you're so sweet. Let's get a message from him. Let's tune into the prison. Hopefully my channeling powers can go through the prison walls, the high security. She says, he doesn't deserve me though, LOL. Why are we reading for him? You just care? Like, what's the tea? Everyone wants to know. What? Oh, I think he's thinking. I just want the tea. Let's see what's he doing in prison. How's he doing? Whoop! Finally, these damn prison phones take a while to connect. The sun reversed. Oh, he is a little sad. He needs Jesus. At the same time, the sun came up. That means Jesus is still there, right? If you open, or if you turn the light on in a room, but then you close the door to the room and you're outside the room and you can't see the light is still there. Isn't that the team? Let's see what's weighing on his heart. Aw. Poor guy. Michi says we'll send him some positive energy for you. I really think the dad had it coming. Something about the story. I know drugs is drugs, and if I'm off base, whatever. Said Mercy is retrograde. I wonder if you meant Mercury, but it's an interesting double meaning. I did say goodbye to him a month before the incident happened with his father. I told him to go heal and that his family loves him. He's not alone. You meant Mercury, but Mercy, I think, applies as well. I think we got Judgment earlier, right? I think he and Jesus is the one who saves. I just spilled half the deck. That doesn't count. But this, interestingly enough, this card was like not part of the spill, but still on the deck is the World. Ooh. Okay, you guys all twisted up in each other. I want to see what the little keywords here are for this one. The World. Is that giving 3D World, or is that, I don't know that one too well. Fulfillment, harmony, and completion. Oh, that's just as I thought. I think he's looking for harmony with his inner self, with his Christ consciousness. Oh, in the chat, Ramon said, yes, his mom said he found God. Look at that. Slay. He found God. So, yeah, the World here is giving fulfillment, harmony, completion, in that I think that it's starting to turn around. Like, he knows that the harmony he feels in his soul is coming from his attention to the light, and that I think there was a lot of darkness in his heart before, which is what often leads people to drugs. Why do we as humans use drugs? It's because we want to change our vibration. We want to feel better. Why do we do anything in life? Is to feel better. And so if someone's doing really hard drugs all the time, especially ones that make you liable to strangle a father, then that means there's a lot of darkness going on in the heart, right? And some people's journeys, I really think that's a pretty common storyline to do in Earth when you come down as a soul, is to come down with so much darkness and so much just shadow in your heart to deal with, to the point that you do have to have such a dramatic event in your 3D life, such as going to prison or strangling your father. You know, my father was strangled by cancer, so I also have a strangled father. But yeah, like everyone gets strangled one day by something. I don't know what I'm talking about. Prison hubby, his cell service is terrible in the prison. He's got one of those janky prison phones that he's doing TikToks on. I don't know why he doesn't want to talk to us right now. Maybe he's sleeping. Don't they have to wake up at like 5 a.m.? Ramon said, I guess people do drugs to escape, repress pain, or forget. That's their self-medication. Exactly. And so I really feel like I don't think the solution for people using drugs or using addictions is to just quit the addiction. And Abraham has done actually a really good video on this that I did put it in the Neville's Angels mental diet playlist on my channel. I don't remember what it was called exactly. It might have had the word addictions in it. But Abraham basically said, there's no point in trying to reduce the drug itself. You need to work on what's in your life that's causing you so much shit that could potentially, you can change that and increase your vibration, and then you won't need to use drugs. So unfortunately, our prison king here found that the thing in his life causing him distress was his father, and took care of business in a way that isn't exactly aligned with societal expectations. Okay, so all the messages came through at once just now. That damn cell service in the prison. I'm going to do rapid fire and let's see what's going on here, right? We got the Hierophant reversed. We got Queen of Pentacles again. Ace of Pentacles is here too. The Hanged Man is here as well. 10 of Pentacles reversed, which we saw earlier. And we have 8 of Pentacles as well. Interesting. Back to our theme of 8s. I want to know what 8 of Pentacles' keywords are. That's really interesting. I thought he didn't want to talk to us, but then he had a lot to say. Okay, 8 of Pentacles, diligence, passion, and high standards. That's you. You said that he doesn't deserve you, or what's going on? Michi said, do you want him back though? That's what I'm saying, right? He's not very, and then Ramon said, he's not very talkative in real life either. LOL, so it makes sense. He's quiet. Yeah, and some people just aren't talkative in general, but some people I think are shy. They are talkative in their minds, but it's hard to release the thoughts. Ramon said $1 million question. IDK. Interesting. I don't blame you. He's in a karmic period right now. But what the 8 of Pentacles tells me is he is working hard in prison right now. He's working really hard to basically get this 10 of Pentacles card back upright. Remember, 10 of Pentacles is our is abundance, is completion. This is you made it, you made the lottery, you got the jackpot, you got the deal, you're done, right? The harvest, the trees, the pentacles have all grown on the pentacle tree, and it's time to pick the pentacles off the pentacle tree. So you got to work really hard. You got to climb the ladder to climb, blah, blah, blah. So it's nonstop pentacles in this. Look at this. So remember, our 2 major arcana cards, we got Hierophant reversed. The Hierophant upright to me is a symbol of a wise person, someone who's got the knowledge, someone who's got the tea, right? And so typically, to me, this is kind of the holder of the law right now. This is coming to me, especially with these keys crossed over and his kind of oldster looking face. I feel like this was the judge. The judge was Don't strangle your dad. That's not nice. And so right now, I think there might be some resentment. Maybe that's why this card is reversed, because he's like, fuck that, judge. Like, I can strangle whatever dads I want. And why am I the hanged man for having to make this sacrifice, right? I think maybe a lot of his shadow right now is coming from the fact that I think his dad was abusive and had it coming. And like, unless I'm wrong, but in my timeline. And even though he was the receiver of the abuse, he had to sacrifice himself and go to prison. You know? And so that's a very tough weight to carry. And I would not blame him for seeking Jesus. I would hope he would. And so, Queen of Pentacles, maybe that's you. I don't know. So, like, the ace and the queen together here, like, these are kind of giving where, like, we're back to the new beginnings, back to a new income stream type of vibe, right? But in this case, I think it's more along the lines, you know, for prison, like, it's not like he's got a new prison job or anything. It's more like he's understanding that value comes from things that are not just material, right? Like, they're coming from perhaps even things like love. But what I'm noticing here is, you know, in his entire, all of the minor arcana that came through, we got four major arcana and 4 minor, and all 4 minor were pentacles. And so I think that he and Jesus are really focused on the earthly plane right now. And like, that is something that gets people depressed, you know. But at the same time, I think like, for me, honestly, a lot of my initial manifestation work was around money, and that got me like to a better place, because money is kind of free of the drama that like health and relationships are like, you know, full of. So I think that he's doing a good job. Maybe he's leaning into his divine feminine, really letting Jesus be the king, right? Go back to the sun. And I think that he's climbing up this ladder. He's going to get his harvest, and I think he's doing just fine. I think he's got a prison job. And I don't think you don't need to decide whether you want him or not at this point. Like, you don't ever have to know anything about what you want, honestly, because the universe is bringing it to you anyway. So let him cook. Let him cook in there. Let him cook in the prison, as he should. And then let's see here. I know we saw some tea here. Michi said, sorry, if you do want him back, you can assume he healed, that he is how you want him to be, even that he gets out early, BTW. Yes, exactly. So this is, again, like we said in the very beginning of the live many hours ago, like, the tarot cards read your current energies, read like the 3D, what's going on now, what's basically the result of the shadow of your old awareness. And so your old awareness told you, like, he strangled his dad, he's in prison. And you also said here, yeah, he told me his dad hit him on the back of the head with a bat before. My SP is a black belt in jujitsu and has a very bad temper and even worse mouth, LOL. SP probably had it coming to him. Like, okay, seriously, I knew it. I knew he had it coming. Nobody just strangles their dad for fun, right? So, and people who have bad tempers have parents that did not teach them emotional regulation. Y'all, you know, I saw a TikTok recently of a woman complaining about her daughter. Like, she was literally recording her daughter, and her daughter's like 10 years old. And her daughter's screaming, crying, having what I know is an autistic meltdown, and saying very mean things to the mom, like, "You're a bitch, I hate you, leave me alone." Which, all things I've screamed at my mom as a teenager too. So I could really relate to this child. And so the child like slams herself in the room, trying to take some time alone. And what is the mom doing? Recording on TikTok and saying, "Come on, you can be mad out here at dinner. Come on. I'm not going to leave you alone." I'm like, oh my Jesus Christ. Like, and everyone in the comments is like, "You need to whoop her ass." I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Like, I actually commented. I've been commenting more on TikTok and everything. And I just say my opinions. And I'm like, y'all, like, this child is having an autistic meltdown. And her mom is just making it worse and worse and worse. So mom, here's what I would tell you. If you're going to cry on TikTok about how terrible and awful your child is to commiserate with the people in the comments telling you to beat her ass, like, that's not the way to go about this. That's the whole reason that your child is traumatized and is having these meltdowns. What would happen if you just let her calm down in her room? I said, next time she has a meltdown like this, let her be in her room alone, because I can tell you constantly cross her boundaries. And when she's done crying, this is what's going to happen, because this is what always happened to me when I had meltdowns. I calm down and then I have an immense sense of guilt and embarrassment. And then I go apologize and I repair. And hopefully, my parents were not very good at receiving my autisticness, but way better than this mom, because it was just, honestly, it broke my heart and it makes me sad to think about it. So I decide that child is going to have a better life, and that mom is going to stay woke. And I hope that she reads my comment. There were tens of thousands of comments, and literally all of them were like, whoop her ass, whoop her ass, whoop her ass. What's she doing talking to you like that? I'm like, oh my Jesus Christ. So anyway, the point of me telling you that story is prison SP, like, anger issues are not people's faults. I still have anger issues, honestly. I get mad about shit all the time. And it's because no one ever taught me how to regulate. And so I've had to do the hard work of doing that myself, going to therapy for years, taking medications, understanding my body, understanding and healing my nervous system. That's all on me now. I'm the fucking hanged man in this situation, right? Remember in our spread? Like, let's see here. Where'd the hanged man go, right? Hanged man. Because the Hierophant, which is, you know what? Yeah, the Hierophant is a parent figure here. Reversed, right? The parent is not doing their job as a parent. I dropped the parent, sorry. They're not doing their job. They're not teaching their kids how to have a life experience. And when you're a baby, there's no tutorial. There's no tutorial on how to be a human. Parents are supposed to tell us how to do these things. And so they teach us how to do the physical worldly things, right? The world came up upright. Teach us plenty about the world and surviving the world, and all the lessons that Prison SP got were about pentacles. It's all about money, 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 how to show that you're worthwhile in the world because you're inherently worthless. I'm sure that's the messages I'm channeling that he's gotten from his dad. He had it coming. And so I'm glad that he's getting closer to Jesus, because Jesus is the true Father. Isn't he? Give it to the Lord. Jesus will heal. And honestly, every time I'm mad, I try to give it to Jesus, because it's a different part of the brain too. I fully believe that when you're having an autistic meltdown or you have any type of anger issues, when I've had meltdowns and I've had angry meltdowns in my life, I'm banned from Uber because of this, by the way. Fun fact about me is I don't feel like I'm in control. Like, I feel like I'm watching another person possess my body and do things. And maybe, honestly, now I think of it, I think the devil possessed me and got me banned from Uber. So, like, that's what you have to stay woke around. And that's what I'm trying to do too, in my life, to work on my emotional regulation. I'm not perfect. This is why I have to do law of assumption and manifestation work to keep myself sane. Because otherwise I'm way too angry at the world if I don't feel like I have agency. It's just cope. But it's good cope. It makes my life very successful. Makes me much less angry, right? Ramon says, let's see here. Thank you, Mimi. And I do hope he heals his old wounds and finds faith. Thank you, Dr. Eve. Yeah, decide he did. He already did. He already did. You told me, yeah. Didn't his mom tell you that he already found Jesus? So good. Easy peasy. All right. And they said, thank you, Dr. Eve. My pleasure. And thank you for the question. That was a really good one. I loved it. I really liked his tea. Let's see here. Michi said, see him as the version you want. Let go of what you think he is past, regardless of if you want him back. That's best for his timeline. That poor girl. Yeah, regarding the autistic girl. Yeah. And Ramon said, I work with autistic kids as a behavioral therapist, full circle. Yeah. I hope that your kids are experiencing better parenting than that kid on TikTok because that was fucking crazy. Michi said, "Oh, I feel that I have such bad anger issues, which feels so embarrassing later." Yeah, like it's a spiritual psychic attack at this point, I think, because like I'm literally crashing out and I'm like in observer consciousness, like what the fuck is happening right now? That is what it is. But ultimately, I learned not to resist resistance. And like, if I need to crash out, I just crash out. And if I can manage to get myself to a safe space to crash out and not onto someone, then like I do it. But sometimes people need to be crashed out on, like the dad that got strangled. I prefer not to crash out in any ways that are against the law so that I can maintain my freedom in the free world. But, you know, it is what it is. Men have different brains. And, you know, worst thing that happened to me was getting banned from Uber. But I still have Lyft. And I've been on my best behavior. And I've not done any crimes. Any violent crimes. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, cool. I feel like we're at, if there was another, I feel like someone else said something. Let me catch up in the chat here. I feel like someone asked if they can ask a question. But I know we were going to do the prison one, which we just finished. Okay, if you're still here and you have a question, or if anyone else is here, let me know if you have any questions. But otherwise, I might log off pretty soon. It's getting late, right? And if you want to send me any gifts and super chats before I log off, feel free. I won't mind. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's pretty much it. I don't feel like I missed anything. I didn't miss any super chats, that's for sure. So, damn, this was a crazy, crazy time. I loved it. And I liked doing it horizontally. Is there any difference between, y'all, do you have anyone who's here, is there any difference in your user experience between like a horizontal versus a vertical live? Like, are you watching this on your phone? I don't know. I just have like a better mic setup. How is the sound? Miji said, what time is it where you live? It is 11:30 p.m., so almost midnight. I did sleep in pretty late today. I had a wonderful Saturday morning because I was just like, oh, finally, like I actually have an entire weekend with no obligations. And like, it's really nice that I can sleep in as long as I want. And then I just didn't even look at my phone for like the first hour of the day. I was like, I just want to be me and I want silence and I want to not respond to anybody for a while. It was a really good morning. I had a wonderful day. Let's see here. Ichi said, for me, it's both nice. I'm on my phone. And then Ramon said, yeah, the screen is a bit wider. I'm watching on my phone. And Michi said it's 6:30 a.m. here. Haha. Girl, you've been up since like 5 a.m. for this. And then Ramon's in New York, Long Island at 12:34 a.m. Ooh, beautiful. Up late. Isn't it Saturday Night Live? Saturday Night Live. That's why they made up SNL, huh? This is my SNL here. Yeah, now that I don't have any friends in real life, now like this is exactly the guidance. Like it was perfect. I think it was honestly really perfect that I just let go of like the pressure to socialize in real life and like, because I'd literally like, you know, reach out to friends and be like, oh, can we performatively hang out because blah, 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 blah. And now I'm just like, I have my friends here on the internet. I'm autistic, so I get to have internet friends instead of real friends, right? Accommodations. Ever since I got diagnosed as being acoustic, I'm like, I really need to accommodate myself and treat myself like an acoustic person if I'm going to survive, because the top sources of stress in my life are neurotypicals and my job, LOL. So, you know, I'm working on it. And the first, you know, the job is I'm keeping it for now, but the friends, snip, snap. Snap, snap. Motherfuckers. Just kidding. But like, honestly, I mean, it's just a thing. It's, you know, I had people try to happy birthday their way back into my life, and I'm like, I'm not falling for this. I'm not doing it. So when you're on your phone, and you're seeing it horizontally, it's like still fun to watch, right? You can still see the chat and everything. Because I hate having it like upright, but I also did order like a little stand, a little like stand for the phone that has like a ring light too. So I might try that. It got delivered. I haven't picked it up yet. Let's see. Michi said, I woke up at 3 a.m. today. It's too hot to sleep. Ooh, where are you at? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. 3 a.m. Ramon said, thank you for spending your time with us. We're all energy. We're all friends here. Aw, I love you all so much. You guys are the real ones, right? I always had a feeling, I was like, let me just get on the internet and be myself. And like the people in my life around me aren't the right people. Like, isn't it great that we have the internet? Back in the day, the people around you in your little village or whatever was like, that's the people that you get to hang out with. Ooh, I'm glad that I can just be friends with people all over the world. I don't think one person is in the same time zone in this chat. So that's amazing. Let's see here. Horizontally gives more space for that. Does it give more space for chat? Is that kind of nice then? Let's see. Yeah, letting go of old friends. Ramon said, an old friend who only reaches out when she needs my support reached out again. I didn't take the bait this time. Lesson learned. Michi said I'm in the Netherlands, but it's like very humid hot here. Ooh, Netherlands. I've always wanted to go. Oh, I haven't been there yet, but I did study abroad in Stockholm, Sweden. So I'm familiar with that area. I really want to go back to Stockholm. I have an ex there that I am pretty sure, I have no logical reason to believe this, but I think he died. So I kind of want to go visit his grave, even though he might still be alive. It's just like, I don't think any other of my exes are dead. So why would I think that about this one? He's just not giving alive. We were like, we were on and off drama, getting blocked. I was getting blocked. He has no social media, like no internet trace. I've done all the stalking I could. I had my FBI friends, the girls that know how to stalk, try to find him. No evidence online that he's alive. So I want to go visit his grave and honor his memory. So let's see here. Ramon said Mercury is retrograding for sure, huh? I feel like I've had like some tech wobbles too, so it's probably Mercury as well. Blame it there. But Gita said, I still have some time to affirm for my SP to come over to me as soon as possible. I want him right now. What do you mean you still have some time? You got plenty of time. Affirm. Everybody drop some magical emojis in the chat to finish off strong, and just send him like claim. Magic wands, crystal balls. Seriously, good vibes. Let me see. I think I can chat too in the chat, right? I'll get some crystal balls in here. Crystal ball. Where the fuck? Yeah, great. Yes. And then let's see here. Ramon said, I can't stand selfish people. Just yeah, for real. Michi said, maybe just feel it energetically. Yeah, that my ex died. Like, R.I.P. I think he killed himself. Maybe we'll do a reading for him next time. I might go back online tomorrow too. I think it's fun, but we'll see. All right, let's see. Ramon said we're better off without them. Yeah, mine was dramatic. He was struggling with life. Like maybe he wasn't meant to spend all his life on the earthly plane, like I'm living until I'm like really old, because look how young I look. I'm 30, so like that's just a sign. But like yeah, I think he maybe was meant to just live a short life. Ramon said, funny, we're talking about fathers. Tomorrow's Father's Day. Yeah, it is. Oh, my first Father's Day with my dad being in the spirit realm. And like, I didn't really have too many feelings about it because I didn't really realize it was Father's Day coming up. It's not like me and my dad ever had like, these Father's Day traditions or whatever. Like we weren't like super, super close, but like, oh, it's weird. It's weird. R.I.P. Thank you. He's doing good. He died approximately 11 months ago, and I heard when you're Jewish, you go to Jewish purgatory for 12 months. So he's almost out of Jewish purgatory, but I don't remember where he goes next after that. Oh, thank you for the hugs in the chat. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Michi said, yeah, we could also do readings for you sometime and help interpret in the chat for fun. Yeah, absolutely. I loved your like collaborative interpretations in the chat. That was awesome. Thank you so much. Ramon said, I'm deaf repairing my relationship with my own father. We only have one. Yeah, for real. Like, if yours is still alive, don't strangle him. Careful. I'm so crude. This is how I cope. But like, yeah, honestly, like with my father relationship, like we, had a pretty decent relationship. It's not like we were ever like beefing or anything. When I was a teenager, I was beefing with everybody, but like, towards the end, especially, you know how like parents, like it'll be 10 years before they die and they're like planning their funeral. So my dad was planning his funeral well before he died, like 4 years before he died. So I was getting more calls from him and more interaction and more, like, oh, I'm going to die one day and here, let me reveal some lore before I go. And it's like, this was 3 years ago, so I had been on edge for like many years about like, is he going to die like tomorrow or next week or in 3 years, And so then when he passed, at the time that he was passing, we had basically gotten the message like shortly before that it was either going to be 3 days, 3 months, or no, 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months. And so it was just like very crazy. And then it all kind of went downhill pretty fast with his health. He had every disease. He collected them all. He had cancer at first, then kidney disease. Oh my gosh, yeah. He was ready to go. I feel bad for how much he suffered at the end, but it is what it is. And now he's in Jewish purgatory, and I hope he's doing well. Yeah. And I feel like I've healed a lot of my relationship with him in the 4D. It sounds a little morbid, but like when your dad's in the 4D, I feel like they're kind of even more supportive than before. So like one thing is me and my dad had a language barrier. Like I'm from Ukraine, and like my dad was older, so he never really learned English that well, and I forgot all my Ukrainian. And so my dad was always showing love with like, acts of service and gifts, like, so, but we never had like a conversational relationship, like, to a large extent. And so now that he's in 4D, we communicate through energetics, which I really love. And I'm realizing I could have done that while he was alive, but I didn't know that at the time. I only got into the full thought transmission, law of assumption stuff more like in the more recent months. So kind of around when I started the YouTube. So yeah, if you have a dad, happy Father's Day. Tell him I said happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to Daddy Eric, the power of I am. He was my dad past few months. Michi's laughing in the chat. Love it. Hugs in the chat. Thank you. Ramon said, my father reminds me so much of my SP. Not always the greatest of traits, but yeah, honestly, yeah, like I think that's another like he, she, me, wumbo, like everyone is you pushed out type thing. Like you can obviously see these parallels, and like I feel like the stuff that I like, the ways that I receive love from my dad is like definitely like I have that standard now. So I'm like, whatever a man doesn't like, I'm like the spoiled Eastern European girl. I really am, because my dad spoiled me, and I came from a modest background, and they still managed to get spoiled, right? Like I have so many material items that I got spoiled with that I still have to this day, and that to me is love, right? And so now, whenever I try to date someone and they're like really cheap, I'm like, my dad wouldn't do that. And he was a good man. He was a great man. And you're being a cheap ass fuck. And my dad, my mom told me stories about how my dad was even very generous to her when they got together. Like extremely. It was basically a sugar daddy tea, right? Like but they were, they were together for real. Like it wasn't a seeking arrangement type thing. But he was a very generous man. And so that's, as an Eastern European baddie, I definitely have Soviet stare, and I'm like, I just, especially when men act like incompetent or like incapable, it's just like, grow up, grow up. I was talking shit in the membership about like men who start businesses but want to use Kickstarter. Grow up, use your money, use your own money. If you don't have any, get some. What's wrong with you? Why do I have more money than you? I'm a girl. Men made up money. So why do they suck at it? Right? Let's see what else here. Michi said disease Pokemon. Yeah, right. Oh, that's such an interesting story. Thanks for sharing that. My pleasure. Ramon said men should provide and protect. That's the basic minimum. I think so too, right? Especially if like a woman's going to have a kid for this man. Like there's no 50-50 in that effort, right? And so I think a lot of men these days seem to have it like very backwards from the way I understand it, because I understand everything in terms of value exchange, including relationships. So I'm like, there's a lot of value that women are delivering to this exchange, and the men are like not really offering a whole lot on their end of the deal, which is honestly the reason I think I'm single in 3D. I'm married, obviously, but like, I just really have high standards for like who's gonna be in the role. And until then, I'm happy to have Jesus as my husband, right? I think I kind of want to do a celibacy moment, TBH. I had some fun out there, but like, I want to save myself for Jesus. Tomorrow I'll be like, I had the best time last night with this new guy. I'm a Gemini, so you should never take anything I say about like what I'm going to do in my own life seriously. I'm just playing around in my new realities, right? But I just haven't really been seeing anyone. So I've been celibate for like a couple weeks, going strong. I have too much game to be celibate like that. Ramon said, I'm celibate, haha, by choice. Oh, tell me more. Should I do it? Because every time, like, I'm not one of the girls that like, oh, I'm craving the dick. Oh, I need it so bad. I'm like, most of the time I do it, I'm disappointed. So I'm like, I kind of feel like I'm susceptible to like people pleasing in the bedroom as well, and that got me thinking too, because I'm like, what is the energetic exchange of like, I people please with my body, and then what do I get in return? Nothing. Love and affection. I'm supposed to get that anyway, right? Ichi said, I'm celibate too because I'm extremely picky, like extremely so. I know, like, and I'm also like, I love a love bomb moment and like a 0 to 100, but also like, and I don't have any shame. Like, it's not like I regret anything that I've done, right? Like, I think sexuality is beautiful and wonderful, and like everything was safe and consensual. Like, it's nothing was like crazy. But at the same time, I'm like, I would like to experience even the process of getting to know someone without the physicality on the table. Like, I think that's kind of the tea I need to get to, because once they get access to my beautiful, sexy body, it's like that's the only thing we can think about. So that's how I'm playing myself a little bit. But we live and we learn. And it's funny, just like I already have a magic wand, so she's really good. I don't need a man. So see. Michi said, there's no shame in doing what you want. I personally just don't want to, but hubby, I will. Yeah, I kind of want to save myself for hubby. Yeah, save myself for marriage. Because there is no limit to the people that are attracted to me. But like, even just dating people briefly, I'm like, damn, this person was at my house all this time, and like I could have been doing literally anything else. And like then I had to go through this period of like drama about this. For what? To what end? Bagida said, I'm also celibate because I only want my SP and I want to be loyal and true to him always, and not only when we'll get together in 3D. Yeah, that's a really good point, actually. Cheers to that. I'm going to be celibate in 3D and then like a freak in 4D. Yeah. Yeah. Cheers to that. I haven't been having much 4D sex lately. I have to get back into that. Get some remote seductions going again. Very nice. What a beautiful topic. All right. I think I'm going to finally log off here. It is almost tomorrow o'clock, and I know y'all are at various times of the day. And I hope, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. I love you so much. Kissing you all in the mouth if you came live and if you came to watch the replay. I love you as well. Do y'all watch live replays if they're this long, or are you just like, fuck it? I'm very curious. But I'm going to log off here. Tell me in the comments. I love you. Share stuff. Hype my things. Praise me in the comments. Subscribe, smash that link. And I'll see you at your next appointment or whatever we do. Love you.